God damn! Yo, what is up everybody and welcome back to another video. This video is going to be a bit different than what I normally do. It's going to be a bit more up close and personal than the rest of my videos. And yeah, basically, I'm going to teach you how to get a six-pack super fast. And I'm going to show you how I did it in only 90 days. So for the longest time, I wanted to commit 100% for 90 days to transform my body as much as I possibly could. And the results were, well, insane compared to like what I had envisioned in my head. I'm gonna show you so much behind the scenes never ever even looked at before by someone else's footage. I literally just started nosebleeding while I was working out. Oh. Let me read this message for you, okay? Let's go outside. This is so crazy. And yeah, kind of like walk you through my mindset, how it was like for those 90 days, and my tips and tricks for you to get a six-pack as well, fast as. A lot of people have been asking me about making a video like this where I actually sit down and talk with you face to face, so to speak, and it's more personal. I can sit here and explain to you step by step how I did this whole thing, and it's not just a very quick jump cut movie type of video, you know? Because in the beginning of this year, I did my whole 90 days transformation, body transformation videos. So over the next 30 days, I'm gonna go ahead and conduct the craziest six-pack experiment on myself. Let's go, baby! It was 3 videos. I put my heart and soul into this whole thing. And yeah, it's just gonna be a bit more informative. It's lovely to hang out with you, my lover, my sexy mother. So let's crack open some Kool-Aid, people. Goddamn. And let's jump straight into it, shall we? Cheers. A lot of people don't know this, but I actually spent 2 years, 1 year actually serious before I actually did my transformation to write a book, an ebook. And it was very special to me to write this whole ebook due to the fact that I was alone most of the time and I have a very hard time sitting down and focusing on one thing. And a lot of times I was just by myself late at night and I could really like put my thoughts and vision and strategies, tips and tricks and everything I had in my mind on paper, which was a very hard thing for me to do because I've never written a book before. But this was my way of doing it when everyone was asleep, when it was quiet. I sat down and wrote a book called the Six-Pack Bible. Goddamn, I'm so proud of this book. It's my baby. When I do something, I want to do it 100%, okay? So the people who has actually bought the ebook, they can tell you and testify for this, and I've gotten so many insane reviews in this book. People love it. People have gotten crazy results from this. But yeah, anyway, I just want to let you know that I wrote a book about this and it's on my website, Andersen.com, and I wrote down everything. It's so much more than just a book. It's literally the mindset, how to have the mindset to do something like this, and not just for working out. It's the mindset for winning in life, for achieving whatever goals you want to. But anyway, let's get into the juice of this video and let me explain to you how you can get a six-pack quick. It's a lot of things that goes into you getting a six-pack, but it's not as much as a lot of people actually think it is. It's just a few simple steps, and I could not ever in my life be a fitness model or a bodybuilder because it would just crush me. Having to wake up at this hour, eating 5 meals a day, working out like this, following this, doing that, you know what I mean? Like, it's too much for me, and I have ADHD, so it's very hard for me to sit still and do like just normal things. ADHD! So me personally, I'm more free-flowing in a sense. Like I'll go to the gym during the day when it fits me the most, and when I'm in the gym, I kind of like feel in the gym what kind of body part I want to work out. So that's very important for me to get any results. It has to be sustainable and it has to be very simple in a sense. Like I can't feel like I'm committed or married to a workout plan because it's not gonna work for me. It's not gonna be sustainable. So my mindset before doing this whole 90-day transformation was that I needed to be very loose with this, but also very strict and disciplined. And that transfers into the Six-Pack Bible as well. I created not a workout plan, it's a lifestyle, people. I think a lot of people got that wrong. Like, it's a lifestyle, it's a way for you to live your life as comfortably as you possibly can and still get a six-pack without even like really thinking about it.
You, big boy without big broom, big boy how I come through, big.
So yeah, that was my mindset. How can I make this as easy as possible but still get insane results? So many moons ago, a lot of years ago, I wanted to do this thing. So it's been something that's been cooking and boiling for a long time in my head, and I've been wanting to do this thing, but I just haven't got around to do it. So the last 2 years, 1 year specifically, as I told you, has been sort of like me building up to actually doing this, committing 100% to get the craziest six-pack possible. So my mindset was pretty much set when I started due to the fact that this had been something I had sort of like anticipated and also contemplated in my head, went over all the different scenarios that could have happened. Let me tell you, this is something that's like really weird for me to talk about. But there was something in my body I feel like wasn't me. My whole life, it's been very hard for me to keep focus at one thing unless I'm super interested in this one thing. But this felt like I was super interested in this one thing times 100. It felt like a drive that came from somewhere else. It wasn't me that had this drive in me, so to speak. And I can understand like millionaires when they talk about business and they want to do something, and you have Bill Gates, for instance, or Warren Buffett, who's just always on the grind. If they have this drive that I had for 90 days all the time, you can literally achieve anything you want to in your life. And that's like, I got a taste of it, you know, for 90 days. I was like, whoa, shit, I can do whatever I want to if I have this drive. And that was really weird, and it started happening more as I went along the journey. And during the first month, it was a lot of emotions running through my body. It was sort of like a root that was in me that had been released in a sense. It was, I could feel myself chipping away at the doubt I had in me. I just felt like I'm finally starting to grab a hold of myself again and controlling myself for a change, which I haven't felt for a long time. So it was very like emotional, and I was very weak in a sense personally and emotionally when I started. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to change my body in the first place, because I felt so low and I felt so down. It was sort of like a do or die situation where I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to do something about this. I'm gonna be an emotional loser. I'm not gonna have control of my emotions for the rest of my life. I had to challenge myself in a way. I'm gonna go ahead and conduct the craziest six-pack experiment on myself. Wish me luck. So during the first month, it was a lot of, I wouldn't say doubt because I was doing this anyway, but it was a lot of, am I going to be able to actually impress people and show my subscribers what's humanly possible with the human body, you know what I mean? And what about this whole year of writing this book, you know? What about all this planning I've done? What about all of this? It was just so much pressure on me the first month, and it was so new to me, and it was so hard. Like going in the gym 6 days a week, like really pushing yourself to the limit every single day. It was really something else, and something I haven't experienced ever in my life. And it was crazy, but in a good way. And I'll tell you later why. So after the first 30 days, people, me and Max, my best buddy, we took some photos before and after, and the after photos after 30 days was just something out of this world. I couldn't believe for a while. And even when I look back at this, I'm like, holy, hold on tight, because this is gonna be lit. Like, how did I manage to do this in 30 days? And that gave me the confidence and the energy and the drive to understand that this can go so much further than what I expected and anticipated. So it was just an insane feeling, but I was not satisfied in any way, shape, or form. I still had my head in the game. I allowed myself to enjoy the moment for a little bit, and then I was like, okay, next day, back to work. So a really good tip when it comes to working out your abs, if you want to get a six-pack, this is like a really good tip. A lot of people, when they go to the gym, they say work out your legs, for instance, once a week, because they're huge muscles on your body. Work out your back once a week, maybe twice a week. That's it, you know? Don't do back and legs every day. Now that's also true, but when it comes to your abs, you can do that pretty much every day. Take like 1 or 2 days off, but your abs is so small muscles, like your 6-pack or 8-pack, depending on your genetics, is so small and like so, how can I say this? Like fast twitching fiber muscles, like they recover very quickly. So I worked out my abs 6 days a week, and that was perfectly fine. I still got results, like insane results. So keep that in mind when you're working out your abs. Like you don't have to take breaks in between, pretty much. Like at least like once a week, take a break, or 2 days or 3 days, you know. But you can do abs for like 20, 30, 15, 10 minutes after you've done, you know, your regular workout for your chest, arms, whatever it might be. So yeah, keep that in mind. Good tip. During my transformation, some of the days was just so insane. I can't even put words to it. Like it was just an adventure, so to speak. we have so much footage. Like, you wouldn't even believe how much footage there is from this whole thing. Like, I could make a whole goddamn movie out of this. Like, a 2-hour long quality movie, which wouldn't be boring or anything, because it's just so much happening all the time. Like, there's just so much, and I've been tempted to make like this into a movie, but now obviously I've kind of like showed the results, so I don't see the point in doing that. But I don't know, please guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about it. Like, I'm actually serious right now. Like, please tell me down below if that's a move for me to make, or if I should just, you know, leave it like this. Now, another thing that happened to me during these 90 days was that I was working at 6 days a week, and boy, how can I even like explain this? It was almost as if I was on a happy pill 24/7. There was no problems in my life. I felt like all the chit chat and negative self-talk, all that stuff kind of like just like it just went away. I felt like I was, how can I explain it? Like, kind of high on life. If someone could sell a pill that made you feel like that, they would become a billionaire instantly, because it felt so good. So after the whole 90 days, oh my god, I don't know, that was emotional for me. That was kind of like a aha moment of like, wow, where did the time go? Like, I feel like I just started doing this whole thing, and now all of a sudden I'm at the finish line, and I finished this whole thing, and what happened? And I could see myself in the mirror and be like, oh my god, is that even my body? You know what I mean? Because it was so, like, you don't really notice it yourself when you're working out, but I could notice this very clearly, like just taking off my shirt and being like, Jesus, like what have you done to yourself? Like, it was just insane, the results that I got, and it was just very surreal to me how I managed to do the whole thing, the 90 days, and it was such a special moment for me, and it's something that's gonna be in my legacy and go down in my history books as some accomplishment I did in my life. Now, if you want to see more behind the scenes footage of everything I did during these 90 days, I can make more videos like these if you want to, if you enjoy this. I'm not sure how many people are gonna enjoy these videos, but I know some people out there who's actually looking for information and kind of like want to know what goes on behind the scenes, and you OG subscribers obviously like these type of videos because we can get a bit more close and personal and actually talk about serious stuff. And yeah, it's just kind of like a step away from the whole normal YouTube bam 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 vibe, you know what I mean? But yeah, if you want more behind the scenes footage, please drop a like down below, and yeah, say hi to Liza from me. Alright people, bye.